Did you know we're not the only old Parliament House in the world? In fact, we're not even the only one in Australia. Old Parliament House in Adelaide was home to the South Australian Parliament until 1939, when it was moved to a new building next door. Adelaide's OPH was, like Canberra's, where some important historical events happened. In 1893, it was where members voted to grant the vote to women, the first place in Australia and one of the first in the world to do so. Another old Parliament House is the one in Singapore. Singapore's Parliament met here from 1965 to 1999, when a new building was opened. But it's one of the oldest buildings in the country. We celebrate our building's 100th birthday in 2027. Our Singaporean cousin will celebrate its 200th birthday that year. It's now used as an art centre and function space. A bit further away, you can also find an old Parliament House, or an old Parliament building, in Colombo. This grand structure is just a bit younger than us, built in 1930, and housed Sri Lanka's Parliament until 1983. In that year, the Parliament moved outside the city to a new site at Sri Jayawardenepura Kota, and the President of Sri Lanka now uses the old building for his office. You can also find an old Parliament House in Stockholm. Built in 1833, the Swedish Parliament met in this building until 1905. In the same year, the Greek Prime Minister was assassinated on the steps of what is now called Old Parliament House in Athens. This iconic building is now Greece's National Museum, with the Parliament now meeting in what used to be the Royal Palace. The newest member of the Old Parliament House Club is in New Delhi. In 2023, the Parliament of India moved from its old, very round building to a new one across the road, which is more of a triangle. The building has officially been renamed Constitution House and is slated to become a museum of democracy. Most of the very old legislatures around the world have moved at some point. The British Parliament has been at Westminster since at least the 14th century, but not always in the same building.